98.9, Centre 97.3, Est-Ouest 91.7. RM1, la radio nationale.
RM1, it's 9 o'clock. The news in English with Eris Stewart. Good morning, Eris.
Good morning, Sophie.
The headlines.
PRB report pensions and National Crime Agency among key announcements by the Prime Minister last night. UK government outlines next steps as House of Lords report awaited in Chagos agreement proceedings. Secondary school admissions see parents invited to complete enrollment procedures today. Takata airbag recall warning issued for certain BMW models in Mauritius. Mauritius Post strengthens operations ahead of year-end surge in parcel traffic. In world news, EU considers easing combustion engine ban amid pressure from car makers. And in sports news, Africa Cup of Nations kicks off this weekend in Morocco with Mauritian referees selected. The Prime Minister, Dr. Navin Ramgoolam, has indicated that the Council of Ministers may issue a communiqué on the Pay Research Bureau report this Friday. Responding to a question from Nawaz Nobaks, he clarified that there will be no retroactive payment. The Prime Minister also announced that a bill will be introduced at the next parliamentary session to establish a national crime agency, while issues relating to the Chagos Archipelago and the AGOA agreement were also discussed. On the economic front, Dr. Navin Ramgoolam defended the government's management policy, stating that the true extent of public debt was not fully known to him before taking office. He justified the adoption of stricter financial discipline, acknowledging that some decisions may have been perceived as unpopular. Regarding the basic retirement pension, he maintained that keeping the eligibility age at 60 remains economically sustainable. Developments on the Chagos agreement are continuing at the international level. On Monday, 15 December, UK Minister of State for Europe, North America and Overseas Territories, Stephen Doughty, provided written details on the British Parliament website regarding the agreement between the United Kingdom and Mauritius on the retrocession of the Chagos Archipelago. These include the creation of a £40 million trust fund for Chagosians, a resettlement program and organised visits to the archipelago. Meanwhile, the report of the House of Lords International Relations and Defence Committee is expected on Thursday, 18 December. The committee has been tasked with gathering the views of Chagosians on the agreement. This report will precede the examination of the Diego Garcia military base and British Indian Ocean Territory Bill in the House of Lords, scheduled for the 5th of January 2026. Secondary school enrollment procedures are also underway. Parents of students who have received a secondary school admission letter are being welcomed at colleges between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. to complete enrollment formalities. Required documents include the national identity card, the student's birth certificate, the PISAC 2025 results slip, the admission letter, and 2 passport-size photographs, both originals and photocopies. A safety alert has been issued regarding defective airbags. The COMESA Competition Commission has issued a warning concerning a recall affecting certain BMW models fitted with defective Takata airbags, and Mauritius is among the countries concerned. Steps are being taken to notify vehicle owners and to carry out the necessary inspections and repairs. More on this with Pranav Biari.
The COMESA Competition Commission has issued a safety warning regarding a recall affecting certain BMW models fitted with defective Takata airbags. Mauritius is among the countries concerned. Contacted on the matter, BMW's local concessionaire, Leland Co. Limited, stated that around a dozen models manufactured between 2000 and 2017 are affected. Registered letters have been sent to owners whose vehicles have not yet been inspected. Vehicles brought to Leland Co. Limited for servicing are systematically checked through BMW's official system to identify any outstanding recalls. Repairs are carried out during servicing, subject to parts availability. BMW owners can also verify whether their vehicle is affected by entering the VIN number on a dedicated website. A link to BMW Germany's recall tool is available via the BMW Mauritius website. Leland Co. Limited confirms that the required parts have been ordered and are either available or in process of being delivered. It is worth noting that Takata airbag recalls are not limited to BMW and affect more than 20 car brands, many of which are also represented in Mauritius.
And in other news, end-of-year activity is intensifying at the Mauritius Post, with a significant increase in parcel volumes driven mainly by online shopping and gift deliveries. Mauritius Post has reinforced its operations to ensure timely deliveries for Christmas and the New Year. Additional staff have been deployed and several operational measures introduced, including the installation of Mauritius Post's parcel centres in various shopping malls. These centres operate beyond normal office hours, allowing customers to send or collect parcels after 5 p.m. According to Jerajitu, Head of Business Development and Projects at Mauritius Post, these initiatives aim to improve service accessibility and streamline parcel handling during this particularly busy period. And it's 9:06. You're listening to RM1. We move to international news. At the European level, the European Union is moving to relax its planned ban on combustion engine vehicles. Car makers and their supporters have lobbied strongly for changes amid fierce competition from China and a slower than expected transition to electric vehicles. The EU industry chief has insisted that Europe's green ambitions remain intact while presenting a plan described as a lifeline for the automotive sector. Although the ban was hailed as a major climate victory when adopted in 2023, automakers will now be allowed to sell a limited number of polluting vehicles beyond 2035, provided they offset emissions through carbon credits linked to low-carbon steel usage and alternative fuels. And finally, in sports football news now, with the Africa Cup of Nations, the 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations finals will be held in Morocco from 21 December to 18 January. Morocco is hosting the tournament for the second time since 1988. The opening match will see host nation Morocco face the Comores on Sunday, 21 December. At 11 p.m, Group A also includes Mali and Zambia. In Group B, South Africa will play their opening match on Monday, 22 December against Angola with kickoff at 9 p.m. Two Mauritian referees have also been selected to officiate at the tournament. Imtiaz Iralal as central referee and Maria Rivet as a VAR official will represent Mauritius after being chosen by the Confederation of African Football for the final phase of the competition. That's all from me this morning. Thanks so much for listening. Stay tuned now to the Intermeet playlist until 10 a.m.